If you cracked open that 83-page manual and felt your soul leave your body, well, I hear you. But the good news is you don't have to read it. I did, took the mental trauma, and I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about the Lowrance Eagle 5, 7, and 9 units so you can get on fish faster. Let's hop in. All right, let's talk about the button interface right here. Now, the Lowrance Eagle 5, 7, and 9 units keep fishing simple with physical buttons only, right? There's no touch screen, unfortunately. But also, there's no touchscreen drama, right? No frozen menus, no my hands are wet, now the screen hates me, just clean, reliable controls that will work every time. So you have your power button down here, of course, it's gonna turn it on and off, but also if you hit it once, it's gonna bring up your system controls. But if you keep pushing through, it's going to adjust your brightness in like 4 different modes there. Next is your pages button, which is right here, which is also going to be kind of like your home button. If you're anywhere in this unit and you hit this pages button, it's going to take you back home. So that's really nice. Then on the top right, this little flag is going to be your waypoint button. You press it once, drop a waypoint, press it twice, save it. If you hold it, it's going to bring up your find menu. So if you like the spot, mark it. You might like it later, mark it. If Carl caught a fish there once, mark it. Just mark it, right? It's really easy. You get 3,000 waypoints and it'll keep track of them all and it'll save them for you. All right, next up, you got your kind of arrow directional keys here. It's gonna move on your screen cursor. It's gonna pan your chart. It's gonna navigate your menus. You're gonna be able to switch panels on split screens. This is your steering wheel for the whole system. This little down into the left arrow is going to be your enter. It's going to select, it's going to confirm, it's going to maximize your panels. If you want something to actually happen, hit enter. X is going to back it out. It's going to cancel your actions. And so this is going to save you from going too deep into the rabbit hole. Let's say you get deep into a chart. And I mean, you're deep into a chart, right? Let's say you're in the menu section, you're in the options section, you're in the orientation. If you just keep hitting back, it'll take you all the way back to the chart. If you want to go back out of this, of course, you hit your home button. So then the bottom left, this is your hamburger button, right? You're going to use this a lot. This is going to open the settings for the screen that you're on. We'll get to that in just a moment. It's also going to be it's going to help you get into your sonar controls, your sensitivity, your contrast, your noise rejection, your surface clarity. You're going to use this hamburger button to get into those so you can adjust them to fish to your liking. And then over here, it's going to be a micro SD slot. You can save screenshots. And here's a little hack. If you're on a Sonar page and you see I'm trying to hit it with the touchscreen. If you're on a Sonar page and you really like what you see here, a quick hack to save that screenshot. Of course, you got to have a SD card in there to save it. And you can only have like a 32 gigabyte, I believe. They won't read anything larger. But you hit the pages and the power button at the same time, and you'll see screenshot captured. You can save your Sonar logs. You can enable Genesis Live, which is going to allow you to map lakes that maybe are not mapped right now. And so that's kind of a neat feature as well. I highly recommend to spend 5 minutes and get those buttons down so you don't have to learn these out in the water while you're drifting into a stump field. All right, let's hop back in. Now let's hop into why you bought all this stuff. It's gonna come with your chart, it's gonna come with your 2D sonar, SideScan, and DownScan. When you shop for these on like Amazon, they come with a ton of options. Like the 5 is gonna come with the SplitShot or DualShot or whatever they call it. That is only gonna give you DownScan. On the 7-inch model, you're gonna get an option of SplitShot or TripleShot. The TripleShot is actually going to give you the opportunity to have SideScan. And then I believe on the 9, which is what we're looking at right now, is you're only going to have the option for the TripleShot, which is the SideScan. So this is the reason you see those wide fluctuations in prices. And this is why you see SideScan available on the Eagle 9 series right here. But really quick, before we move on from this, start hopping into all these settings of these things, it's really important that you can actually customize this and make this your own, right? You can scroll over to add page, and let's say you want the chart, hit enter, and you want to see DownScan, and you want to see SideScan. You want to see them all. And let's say you want to see Sonar too, right? Let's go up here. Boom, you clicked off 4. You can choose the layout, and it gives you a variety of different layouts here. Let's pick a weird one. There we go. And go down and hit save, hit enter, and boom. That is going to be saved under your pages. And it'll be here every single time. You can have 9 on the screen, and then you can just come on. You're, hey, I got my favorite already set up. Hit enter. You are good to go. 4 is really busy on a panel. I mean, this is the 9-inch, the largest they make in the Eagle series. But on the 7 and even on the 5, these are going to be tiny. So you're probably not going to use 4. You can do it, but you probably end up maybe only using 2. And this is why guys will run multiple graphs, right? They want to see their chart over here, maybe they want to see their side scan over here, or their live over here, and they don't want to share the screen. So that's kind of why a lot of times you get that. Let's start hopping through chart, sonar, side scan, and down scan. Let's start with chart, hit and enter, hopping into the chart. All right, so before we dive into the features, there's a big confusion when buying the Eagle 5, 7, or 9, right? Because when you're on like Amazon, it gives you the option to upgrade to the C-Map Discover. To really explain that real fast, the C-Map Discover replaces the basic built-in charts with full-featured vector maps, right? That include high-res bathymetry, sharper contour detail, expanded lake coverage. You got navigation aids, clear bottom structure information, and the details might vary by lake, but Discover is always a major step up from the stock inland charts. So making it, and it's really going to make it much easier to spot like depth changes and points and channels, and really that productive structure that we are all looking for, right? And so with the C-Map Discover, you get that mapping upgrade. It only adds like $25 to $30 when you bundle it in when you purchase the unit. And I believe it's 100% worth it, because without it, you only get those basic inland charts. And buying that card later, it's going to cost you like $124 to $129. So it makes kind of 0 sense unless you already own a Discover card. But all the units still include those preloaded inland charts, that GPS position, those waypoints, trails, CHIRP, DownScan. Like I said, TripleShot, add SideScan, and Genesis Live. Let's hop into this. What you're looking at is the upgraded C-Map. And this might be crazy to a lot of you, because you might be wondering, hey, why are these guys always out there fishing in the middle of the lake? And so let me like zoom in. Because a lot of times, I'm a kayak angler. A lot of times kayak anglers kind of stick to the bank. But man, you'd be like, why are these guys out here fishing in the middle of the lake? Like right here. Well, because out there in the middle of the lake, you got this channel running through it. These are like bass highways, right? The bait fish run it, bass run it, a lot of fish run it. And you get these, you can zoom in here, you get these nice ledges, this structure drop. When these are really tight, a lot of times bass will run these or hold on these. And so, especially zoomed out, if I was fishing this lake, my gosh, look how juicy this is over here. Got a channel so bass can escape to deep water really fast, and that is dark. I bet this gets murdered. Murdered. Look how steep that goes, from 3 to, what is that, 63 feet and probably 30 yards. Yeah, this is a nice little shelf here that bass will hold up on. But nonetheless, this might open up an entire world to you, especially if you're someone who always just beats up the banks. Now you're going to see what's underneath the water, see where those channels are, and get out there and catch some of those fish. And when you're on here, you're like, hey, caught a fish here. What you can do is easily, really quickly, like, hey, nailed a donkey right here, double click that waypoint, boom, and next time you come on this lake, you just roll over it and you'll know. And you can get in here and you can customize it and say whatever you want, but you just know you caught a fish there. And like I said earlier, you can save up to 3,000 of these. So I love these charts, really going to help you map out where you're going to be fishing. So let's head over to Sonar. This is kind of the scan the whole world beneath the boat view. It's ideal for like bottom hardness, identifying bait balls, right? You're going to find those fish arches. You're going to be able to track those depth transitions, and really when you're covering water fast. So CHIRP is your scouting mode before maybe switching to that down scan or side scan. And you can customize the view, right? You head in here to the menu button on the Sonar. You can just do auto mode, but if you want to do something a little different, you can customize it. You can use it for ice fishing. I like keeping it auto, and be honest with you, I don't use this a ton, but you can go down to more options as well. You can have a scope if you want. You can turn that on, and this is going to show you real-time returns in a vertical bar. You can go down to color palettes. I believe it gives you 14. Am I right? Yep, 14. There you go. And so you can match your eyes and conditions. And then, let's head back. You can do fish ID. And so the fish ID is going to be the option. You can do symbols. I don't know if you guys saw that, it's pretty small, but there's fish symbols on here. You can do just depths. I don't know why you wouldn't just do both, right? So let's go to both. It's going to show you fish symbols and depth all around. And also what it can do is, check this out, you can overlay DownScan with it as well. And so it's kind of neat. Be honest with you, I don't use this a whole lot. because I'm usually just either using the DownScan or the SideScan, primarily the SideScan. So now let's head over to SideScan. Now, like I need to mention this again because people get frustrated and you get the wrong unit. Remember, Eagle 5 is CHIRP and DownScan only. Eagle 7 comes with SplitShot or TripleShot. You get to pick when you buy it. And Eagle 9 is TripleShot only. So that's a side scan included by default. And here's a trap a lot of anglers fall into. Don't grab an Eagle 7 thinking you scored a deal only to realize you bought the SplitShot or double shot version. Those do not have side scan. And so TripleShot equals CHIRP, DownScan, and SideScan. It's a completely different level of underwater coverage. And speaking of SideScan, let's hop in. So this is going to be your wide area structure scanning, right? If CHIRP and DownScan show you what's below your vessel, SideScan shows you the entire world to the left and to the right. Think of it as an underwater side view binoculars, right? So with SideScan, you can finally see that structure and that cover sitting 5 to 200 feet to your right and left. You can see the brush, you can see rock, see grass lines, stumps, docks, tires, all this stuff you never knew existed with CHIRP alone. And it's awesome for scanning and finding those places you've been running over a whole lot and missing fish to get to smaller fish. Sometimes you can see suspended fish off to the left and right. It's possible, but I believe SideScan is mainly a structure finding tool. This is why anglers upgrading from SplitShot to TripleShot always say the same thing. I had no idea how much stuff I was fishing past. All right, now let's hop into some of the settings. So if you hit the hamburger button, there we go. And you got a variety of options in here. So you can do it a kind of a directional flip, right? So I believe this is where if you installed your transducer backwards, say on a pontoon, you have it mounted reversed, the directional flip will fix it instantly and no need to like remount the transducer. You also got some color palettes. I think they give you 11. So you don't get 14, you get 11 here. There's no, I don't know, there's not really like best palette. It's whatever your eyes pick up fastest, and every person is going to like one over the other based on how their eyes interpret color, and in some cases don't interpret color so well. All right, so you're actually also going to be able to set out range lines instead of guessing like how far that's out. I actually like having these up, so you have to do less guessing. Hey, that piece right there is exactly 61 feet, and it just helps like fine tune your fishing and your casting angles and how far you're casting. All right, so you're going to be fishing off the right side of your boat for the next 3 hours along the bank. So instead of sharing the screen with both sides when you're not using the right, you can actually just go left only and use your whole screen to see that and just be able to utilize your whole 9-inch screen. You can do right only, and of course, if you want to just do scanning around the lake, you can do both. So this is highly underutilized. Don't see a lot of guys doing this, and just know it's there. So just utilize the entire screen that you purchased. All right, folks, so that's going to be your side scan. Let's hop back out. Let's hop into DownScan. So let's hop into these settings here. You can just set it auto mode, or you can go to more options. Let's go to more options. It's going to give you the option to do fish reveals, which is what you see now. Fish reveal, no fish reveal. It's not doing anything here, but it's also going to give you those fish reveal options once you get in here. And these options in here, sensitivity is going to control how much detail you see, right? Too high equals too noisy. Now, this is sim mode, so I don't think it's going to show you. It's not going to change those for you. Maybe it will. Yeah, it is. It's actually changing for you. You can see how I go up to 100. Ah! And if you go down too much, it's going to make it all kind of disappear, right? So they have a default. It's probably a good place to keep it. You're going to have Colorline. So Colorline is going to be the bottom hardness. So crank it up high to highlight rock versus mud, and tone it down, you know, of course, to soften that image. And on the fish reveal, you got palettes, and it's going to give you a variety of 14, back to 14 palettes here. Some other options you can do here is you can get in, instead of going auto, you can hit enter and allow you to go into custom. Now custom is going to give you a variety of different options here. It's going to give you range. You can put in your range. I like to keep my range at auto. Makes it really easy. You can do frequency. So this is interesting. So it's going to give you two options, I believe here. Yep, 455 kilohertz and 800 kilohertz. And why you would choose one over the other, the 455 kilohertz, this is going to be more coverage, deeper water, long range scanning. 800 kilohertz, this is going to be higher detail and shallow to mid depth structure. So right, use 800 when you need to pick apart like brush, timber, grass, or docks. And just so you know, there, or you can just go auto and it'll do it for you. What you can also do, hit is you can mess around with your contrast. So if your side scan looks washed out, grainy, or like foggy, you can adjust the contrast first really before touching anything else. So it controls the separation between the hard bottom versus soft bottom, between wood and rock, and between shadow and structure. So if you want to goof around with your contrast, you can do that. Let's see if it changes it here. Yep, you can see how that works. So usually you kind of go with the default unless you really want to fine tune that bad boy. If we go all the way up, you'll see it kind of blows out that image. So final thoughts, I like the Eagle 9 series from Lowrance, right? The problem is it's like learning a different language to know the C map and the upgrade and the reveal maps and TripleShot and SplitShot and what that all means. So hopefully this helped you make a better buying decision. And so if you already know that you like the Eagle 5 or the Eagle 7 options or the Eagle 9, I'll throw the links to those units in the description below. And those fish finders are going to range from the 5 on the bottom end to like $320 all the way up to $750. But once you get up toward that $750 range, you're actually getting pretty close to the forward-facing sonar unit that Lowrance produces called the Eagle i9. And so that's going to give you forward live and down live. And so it used to be like $1,000, but we just got through Black Friday and they were offering it for like $795, not too far away from the Eagle 9. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to find that deal, but I do want to let you know something. If you upgrade from the Eagle 9 to the Eagle i9, you're going to have a trade-off, right? You're going to lose that side scan. However, you're going to gain forward live and forward down. And if you want to hop into all of the features of the Eagle i9, I got you. Check out that video right there. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.